Snipers, you have to see what's happening to the Bitcoin price today as we are about to close a 4-hour candle above the weekly open and our major level of 58,350, and I had to make this update to talk about exactly what I'm expecting for Bitcoin. And then when we look at Ethereum, there is a potential breakout that could take Ethereum all the way up to 2,700 US dollars if we take the schematics of this symmetrical triangle forming for the Ethereum to US dollar price. You can see we do have a breakout target now of $2,600 if Ethereum starts to approach this weekly open and close hourly and 4-hour candles above the weekly open. There is a good chance we can start approaching the resistance of this triangle and see a major breakout. I want to talk about what's happening to the Bitcoin and Ethereum price, and today we're going to look at a macro view because I know we've been doing a lot of micro views of these charts. I want to talk about the macro because there's a lot of hints on the macro chart. You guys are watching the Snipers channel. My name is Naeem Al-Obeidi. If you appreciate this content, remember to like this video. So first and foremost with Bitcoin, notice how we have this major bullish hammer candle here forming, and we also have this very nice bottom candle forming here, both very bullish hammer candles. And right now we are starting to see this candle turn green, and we have 6 hours left until this daily candle close. You can see this previous candle looks like it wants to continue higher and break out, and at this point, just like we predicted, we are closing hourly and 4-hour candles above 58,350, and now we've already seen the $60,000 mark for Bitcoin. And so the bullish momentum now is coming, and so far with volume, we're not seeing as much volume, but what we are seeing is altcoins are seeing massive momentum. If we look at others' dominance, you can see we are at the resistance level of this major level. And in my opinion, if we start to see this break, and this is a resistance level that dates back to 2017, if we see this break, there could be a very bullish rally for some altcoins, and that could include altcoins like Cardano, Polkadot, some of the DeFi coins. Legacy coins have been moving as of recently, and so we want to watch others' dominance because if this breaks out, that could be a major play for altcoins. And then when we look at the major altcoin of them all, we look at Ethereum, you can see we do have this very bullish triangle forming. And so at this point, I have not taken a trade into Ethereum, and I am waiting for confirmation above this breakout resistance level. And you can see we also have 1981 as a major level here. So if we start to close hourly and 4-hour candles above this level, right around that 1930 mark for Ethereum, in my opinion, that would start the confirmation of a bullish breakout that could target the $2,600 level. And of course, we'll watch the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart. So far, there hasn't been much noise here, and we do have this potential inverse head and shoulder forming. But as you guys know, I am not a fan of head and shoulder patterns. They are very subjective. And so for this to break down, I don't know if that would be the case. And even if it is the case, we know we have support at 29,000 Satoshis, and we're already so close to this. So I think at some point or another, we are going to see upside, whether it's now, later, or a continued consolidation. Whatever it might look like, I believe that at some point or another, we're going to see this reverse. Now on the daily chart, yes, we are below all three major moving averages, and so we do have to keep note of that for the Ethereum to Bitcoin chart, but I don't expect continued downside, especially with the fundamentals with EIP 1559 that will allow Ethereum to become a deflationary asset when the gas fees are burning Ethereum tokens. And so in my opinion, that is going to definitely play a part as Ethereum is consolidating at the lower end of this channel. At some point or another, I'm expecting a breakout, and so I definitely believe that if Bitcoin continues to see strength as it is above 58,300, then all of these altcoins, especially Ethereum, are gaining more momentum in order to see a massive breakout. And so we want to keep watch of that. Of course, Bitcoin can also break out. I think if we start to trend up towards 61,844, which is the previous all-time high at this point, this was the one that was recently formed here on the 13th of March. If we start to get to that level, of course, we know in the past playing the all-time high breakout for Bitcoin has always led to profits over the last year through this bull run. And so playing that could be very, very profitable up to the $70,000 level. Of course, that would reach the top of this channel, and so that is definitely a possibility. And so we look at the daily chart and we look at the macro view, realize at this point these are two very bullish candles, and because we have such a bullish hammer candle here, in my opinion, there's gonna be more upside here, and I definitely believe Bitcoin can continue higher. And I also believe that altcoins could see massive rallies throughout the market. And so we want to keep watch of that. The total cryptocurrency market cap chart looking very good, already breaking through this previous all-time high, coming up already above the weekly open. That is very positive there. And then when we look at what's happening to traditional markets, I do want to address the S&P 500. You can see we've come back to find strength above the weekly open, and we're forming new all-time highs today, which is a very positive thing. And what looks like a duck and what talks like a duck and what walks like a duck is usually a duck 8 out of 10 times. And so realize that if things are bullish, then that's the way we have to go. And so 8 out of 10 times we're going to be right, but there are going to be those 2 times out of 10 that the rug is going to be pulled from us. And so we have to realize that. And so right now the duck is very bullish for Bitcoin, right? 2 very bullish hammer candles over the last 2 days. And then we have momentum right now coming in for the traditional markets. And then we look at the DXY, you can see here we are rejecting the 91.92 level. So if we start to come down and test the 100-day moving average, I'm going to be watching the monthly open here. If we start to breach this monthly open at 90.29, in my opinion, we could see continued downside for the dollar. Of course, we have the stimulus checks coming in, and so that could have a huge impact on the dollar. And then we recently saw with the Fed's meeting, of course, Jerome Powell was very adamant about saying that he's going to keep interest rates down until 2024, and so that was better than what the market expected. And so I think with the dollar right now, there is still a little bit of time left at these lower levels possibly, and that could really allow some of these assets like Bitcoin and traditional markets and even gold to see further upside. I know a lot of people are talking about the 10-year treasury, and you can see these rates are forming new highs. That typically strengthens the dollar, and I think that's one reason we're seeing strength in the dollar. But of course, we've yet to see this breakout. We are above the 20-week moving average. We want to keep note of that as well on the macro view. And so if we get below the 20-week moving average, things can calm down and trades will become a lot less risky when it comes to taking longs in assets like Bitcoin, for example. But for now, we have to watch this chart for a potential reversal. If we start to move up with the DXY and that starts to affect the markets, we want to keep note of that. And I think that will have a big weight for me on making a decision on when I want to start trading specific assets, depending on where this DXY chart lands in the next few days. And so we'll continue to watch this. And with that being said, I do want to give away one of my favorite books on investing. This is Principles by Ray Dalio. This is all about value investing. So if you want to win Principles by Ray Dalio, just comment below and share this video and you'll have a chance to win the book. I'm going to pick a winner for our book giveaway from yesterday. JC says, awesome video as always, Naeem. Love your insight on traditional markets, not just BTC. Keep it up, brother. Thank you so much, JC. Send me a message. And with that being said, guys, snipers out.